You're the chief executive officer, right? You're the chief person. That means out of all the executives and all the officers, you're the chief one. It is only right. It's only right though. What's going on, guys? John Manning here, and I wanted to share something that literally changed my business and literally helped me scale my business into the millions per year. I've been in business for 15 years now, and one of the things that I did not know was my numbers in the business. I knew how to work hard, I knew how to hustle, I knew how to grind. I even knew how to lead people, but the thing that I did not really pay a lot of attention to was knowing the numbers and knowing the margins, knowing exactly where the money is going to, and even the right price points that I need to be targeting in order to make a certain level of return. And that has cost me a lot of money. If you hang around me now, the thing that you're probably going to see me do more than anything else is break down numbers. I tell people all the time, my favorite app on the phone is my calculator, because I use my calculator every day, all day, nonstop, just strategizing, figuring it out, trying to scale my business, seeing how I can take this product and scale it to throughout the state or the country or different things like that, and what's the money going into the business, what's the money going into my pocket, various different things like that. I'm gonna give you guys a great example. I started even my restaurant here downtown in Cleveland, and we've been operating for about a year and a half of just pushing, grinding. But what's one thing I did not really pay attention to? Knowing the numbers of the business. So I literally had a price point for each and every sandwich and things like that literally was losing me money every sale, and I did not even realize it, because I just thought that, hey, we just need more sales. Yeah, you can get a whole lot of sales and still not make enough money if your price points are not proper and not good. So here's a few strategies that I'm going to give you that you can probably do. Now, if you don't know how to do this, you can definitely get with me. You can get with an accountant. That's probably a great person to get with. But here's a few things that I would normally tell you to focus on when it comes on to pricing out your business. The thing, of course, if your product has a price point, right, in terms of the expenses for that product. Let's say to make everything into a total package cost you around $3, right, or cost you around $5. Then you need to know exactly how that $5 is made up, right? And it needs to be broken down as plain, as simple as possible. The reason being is because, of course, there's always going to come times where you're going to try to negotiate to try to, of course, lower the price, get more wholesale, create the margin just a little bit lower. So you want to have full details, full clarity, every vendor, every place you get it, like everything that you bought, and factor that into to that. Next thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that, because what most people do is they just say, okay, cool, it cost me $5, I'm going to sell it for $10. That's cool, but there's so many things that you have to factor into to see what that price range should be, right? One of the things that I try to tell people to do all the time is you want to pick the price that includes you hiring a person to scale your business in terms of sales. Whether or not you hire a sales company or a salesperson, how much are you going to pay them from that? Because the reason being is, of course, you have to always think scale. You can't think about what you can do and the money that you're going to make in your pocket. Because if you calculated $3 in your pocket, but then now you have you want to hire a salesperson, you want to get an office space, you want to get all of that is coming now from your $3. You have to think about that. All that is coming from your $3, right? And so that's kind of what I would normally tell people to do. I would always have a price point that thinks about where my business can be 10 years from now. Like if I get to a certain amount of customers, if I work 40, 50 hours a week for the next 52 weeks out of this year, and I average a certain amount of new clients. What if I have all those clients that I desire right now? How does that look for my business? How does that look in terms of, was it me getting it? Did I hire a sales team to get it? Do I have staff? Do I have an admin? Do I have an office space? How does that look in the whole, number system? And is that good enough for me? And is it competitive with the market, the pricing that I'm doing? So these are all things that I would kind of encourage people to focus on, figuring out what's the number that scales your business beyond yourself. This is the reason why in business, one of the errors that most people do is they don't separate themselves from the business. They kind of view the money that they make as their money, but you're just really just an independent contractor at that point, right? If you're really operating a real business, a real organization, then the thing that you're going to focus on is this entity that you just created, right? ABC entity, right? And then me as the employee of the entity, right? And you can call yourself a CEO, but CEO is an employee, right? And most people don't even think about that. I'm the CEO. Yeah, that means you're an employee. You're the employee of this business, right? You're the chief executive officer, right? You're the chief person. That means out of all the executives and all the officers, you're the chief one. So how much do you make off of that? And how much does the company make? Because what the company makes is not necessarily what you make, right? If you're really operating business smart, right? You have to make something, the company has to make something. And what if you have staff? Well, how much the staff makes? And what's the capacity amount of clients or sales can one person do? This is so important. Like if I hire one person, that person is going to get me X amount of new customers, or they're going to manage X amount of clients. And how much am I going to pay that person the maximum to that point? That's all factored into my pricing. Knowing your numbers is going to take time, but I'm telling you, once you understand the metrics and the things that you're going to need, this is how you instantly scale your business to $1 million. Instantly. Like all you would have to do from that point is get to a whiteboard, pull out your calculator, and you would know exactly how to take your business to $1 million income. And also you would know exactly how to put $1 million in your pocket, which is the next thing, right? So, that's one thing I would encourage you guys to do. Just take some time out to figure out your numbers, figure out exactly, the right price points. Make sure you're not shortchanging yourself. Make sure you're not coming up with pricing that you have to change 10, 15 times. We literally had to change prices at our restaurant because whatever pricing we set before, it just was not a good pricing for the business. It was not something that was sustainable. It didn't sustain payroll. It didn't sustain rent. It didn't sustain insurance. It did not sustain. So what was happening was I was coming out of pocket every single week for the business. And it was just eating it up. Because if the product was $10, but it cost us $9.50 to do everything, or $10.01 to do everything, which is probably what it was doing. We're not seeing that because all we're saying is, oh, we just need more clients. No, you probably need more clients, yes, but you can have 1 million clients come through this store right now. You're still losing a cent every sale. And you can't operate a business like that. Your business will eventually be out of business. So, get with somebody, get with myself. You can listen to my page. I do numbers all the time. This is something that if you pop up into my office, my corporate office right now, you'll see numbers all over the board. It's the thing I'm focusing on, and it will help you scale your business to $1 million.